Hello and welcome to my video. This next group is stone, natural stone, and glass. I know a couple people that just love the dichroic glass jewelry, so we'll show that last. And I will start off with a group of pendants. And they're actually down here. What we have is a bloodstone heart. These are cold. We have amethyst here with a little gold bail. This one has a nice silver bail. Okay, the third one is a more vintage bloodstone with silver. This one is what I think is probably jadeite. And then this is a teardrop aventurine. All 5 of these go together. And I'm selling these for $12. There we go. Those all feel so good. Okay, next I have a very vintage bracelet. There's the back. There are no names, no marks. This is one of the oldest ones I've seen, or one of the older ones I've seen. It has the hook. Has this here to clasp, so it has quite an extender on it. I'm going to show you. I think this has all different jaspers on it. It has kind of a butterscotch. It's got a pink. It has more of a smoky gray and brown. It's a lighter brown, and this is a green. And I just thought it was fabulous. So this right here, and I'll put that there, it's large. It is $15. Okay, I found my measuring stick. This is actually 9 inches, maybe a little bit longer, and it can be as short as probably right at 8 inches. A little less than 8. So that's a nice size there, if I can get it flat. Okay, next we're going to go on to a vintage necklace with a very nice bail. See if I can make this a little bit bigger. There we go. It is a stone that is faceted. I have no idea what it is. I just know it's very nice. It's green, and it's got matrix of some kind on it, and it has a vintage chain on it that's not bad at all. It's nice and silver still. It is $18 inches. With the drop, it'd be right at 20, probably 21. And that one is $12. It's very unusual. Isn't that neat? I have no idea what that is. I looked and looked, but didn't find anything. Next, we have a very vintage necklace here with the clasp. It is a little tarnished, but it is quite old, and this is what I think is petrified wood. It's very pretty, kind of a clay colored red, and it is probably right at 18 inches at the bottom, or closer to 16.5, and that one is 10. Very unusual. Okay, next is the bracelet that we all see. That is so pretty. It is not marked. It has every stone that you can think of. We've got Larimar. This brown stone is a jasper. That's aventurine. That's lace agate. That's an Apache tear. if you can see these. Am I showing them? That's a lace agate right there. That's an Apache tear. You can see straight through it. The next one is some type of a, probably ocean jasper. The pink stone, I'm not sure if it's, I'm not sure of the pink. It's very pretty, kind of pinkish orange. The next one is tiger's eye, moonstone, snowflake obsidian, and unakite. So you've got just about everything you can think of. It is pretty. It's not like huge and they're not misplaced. They're very nice, very pretty. Let me measure it for you real quick. It is right at 7 3/4. And I had some little wrap jewelry that I got in a lot, which I think is Larimore. And it is a wrapped ring and wrapped pendant. And I'm going to throw this in with this vintage. It matches very well. And that right there is 12. Okay, the next piece we have is another piece that I looked and wasn't sure of. It has some matrix on the back, but it is very pink. And I think it's a rose quartz with some matrix. It has a kind of a brassy gold color bail. It has a gold chain that's very nice. And a vintage clasp. I'll show you the rock again. It is gorgeous. Very unusual. Pink. There we go. Let me measure it for you. The chain is 24, so the drop will be about 25. Isn't that pretty? So that one is 12. The next one is quite vintage. We have a vintage chain that looks pretty good. There's not much tarnish or anything on it now, and it has a huge rose quartz. Very pretty. The bell is an older bell, but it doesn't matter. The stone is gorgeous. Okay, that one is about 17 inches, and with the drop it goes to about 20. So that's 20 inches, and that is $12. Okay, next we have a beautiful piece. It doesn't have a clasp, if I remember. No, it does have a clasp. This has a 925 clasp on it. I'm not sure if that was original to the piece or not, but it's nice. It actually says 925. And you have stones that I think are going from kind of a really nice jasper to landscape jasper down. We've got some lighter colored stone here that is just gorgeous. The bigger squares almost look, now that definitely looks like a landscape jasper. These here, I'm not positive. They're rounded and they are stone. There are a couple here that almost look like labradorite, so I'm not positive. Plus I have little glass stations here. This is pretty spectacular. That looks like a landscape jasper with the matrix of something else. Just beautiful. This is the one that looks like labradorite right here. So with the sterling silver clasp, this is super long. It's very, very nice. It is 34 inches. This thing is lovely. I'm going to double it for you and show it to you. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's see. Isn't that pretty? That is fabulous. Okay, that is the Jasper and Stone, the Jasper and Labradorite stone necklace, which is practically 36 inches. The sterling silver clasp on it is $20. Okay, next we have a Baroque pearl necklace that I just love. It has my silver lobster claw. There we go. See it better. This has the tiny, almost clear beads that have a little bit of the AB on it there, and it has Baroque pearls. It is gorgeous. It is long also. It has a green tint to it, almost like the peacock, but it's not quite as blue. It is very, very pretty. I will double it because it's long. And I'll show it to you this way. Isn't that lovely? There's that. Very pretty colors. Very unusual. And I will measure it for you real quick. It's very nice. It is, this is right at 34. So we've got this beautiful Baroque pearl, 34 inches. This one is $12. It doesn't have sterling silver, or it would be more. Okay, next we have what I think, I'm not positive, this is one of those mystery stones. I think it's probably a landscape jasper. It has a very beautiful color. It's almost like an orangish pink matrix in there. Very, very nice. It's a more of an antique vintage setting here from probably about the 60s. And I put it on a sterling silver chain, so it is sterling. And this one is about 19.5 plus about 1.5 inches. So this is such a probably about 20 inches. This one is 17. Okay, and the next one we have is a crazy lace agate. I'm pretty sure. It could be ocean jasper. It is just gorgeous. I'll show you. It is the most beautiful teal turquoise blue. It is just gorgeous. It was wrapped. The wrap is not sterling, but the chain is. It is lightweight. It is just beautiful. You see all the swirls? That's why I was thinking ocean jasper, but it's a little more see-through. You can't see through it, but I'm not positive, but it sure is pretty.
Hello? Hello?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Making a video.
Oh.
It's okay. This one is 20 inches. And this one is 15. Not pretty. Very nice. So I'd be right at 21. There we go. There's that one. Okay, next we have a moss agate, green moss agate. It's a choker. I bought a whole set of green moss agate. It's just beautiful. It's cold. It feels good on. It's very rounded and soft. There are the different stones. Has some beautiful findings on it. I don't believe they were sterling. I'm not sure. They could be. I am not sure. They don't stick to the magnet, but this is just gorgeous. There's more of a red with some, isn't that pretty? Look at that one. That's almost like a labradorite too. Just beautiful. Isn't that nice? Let me put it on the mannequin here. And like I said, this is a collar. Let's see if you can see that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and with this we have earrings that are the green moss agate. Somewhere. There we go. And we also have a pendant that was in this lot, and it is super cold, and I like it because it has so much of the almost cherry red, kind of an orangish red, and it's just gorgeous. And it has some little brass findings there. Look at the matrix in there. Isn't that pretty? So this set right here is $20. And the choker is very comfortable. It is not very tight. It just sits on there. It's just wonderful. So the choker's not real tight around the neck. It does give quite a bit. Next I have a vintage with no markings. What I'm almost positive is actual real coral that was not dyed. Here is the bracelet itself. Here we go. These are undyed slices of coral, and it is just neat. It's just very nice. Very hard to find. The vintage clasp. And I'm going to measure it for you real quick. This was just amazing when I found this. And this is right at 7 1/4. So this is a smaller bracelet. It fits me fine, but I have a very small wrist, so you guys. Okay, the next one is also coral, and it was supposed to be $9.25, and it could very well be, because it's just because it's oxidized doesn't mean it's not. I don't like messing with coral too much as far as getting it wet. So this is the onyx and coral, and it is very nice. It is, let's measure it real quick. Did I say a price on this coral bracelet? I don't know if I did or not. But that is $20. The white coral bracelet is $20. Okay, this one, this orange coral can go up to probably about 7 1/2. So these are smaller. This can go up to about 7 1/2. And that is $12. And the biggest, best piece I have is fabulous, and it actually is so similar. The colors are the green turquoise and the red chunks. The coral, huge chunks of red coral. Just beautiful. The turquoise, I do believe, is real. This piece here, Tessa sterling. It is absolutely chunky and lovely. There you go. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, the coral itself is just so interesting. The turquoise is fabulous. So this is $25 with the sterling. Okay, the next that I have is very similar in style to the other set that I'm going to show you. This I've really been questioning whether it's real turquoise or not. It does have the copper in the matrix. I'm not positive. It's gorgeous though. It has glass beads and wooden beads. I think a couple are plastic. It also has some, it looks like sea glass. And it is very pretty. It's kind of finished off there. The stones are gorgeous. They're cold. Like I said, I'm not positive, but I can see the actual copper matrix in the stone. It's not like it's painted or faked or anything. So this one right here with the turquoise piece, I like to see both sides, here and here. This is 15. And it's a shorter necklace, but it is 16 plus, it's about 17 and a half, but you have about a 2.5 inch extender. So it could be 18 very easily with the extender here. Alright, so there's that one. Then we have a set here that I think is very interesting. It is, I want to say it right, Tang Yu. It has this wonderful clasp on it, and I'm going to make this bigger so you can see it. It's got this clasp, and it just pops off. It is so neat. Never seen anything quite like it. And it pops down. It's got his name, her name on it. Tang Yu, Y-U-E, T-E-N-G-Y-U-E. This necklace has aventurine. It has freshwater pearls that are dyed. It has some glass. It is just really unusual and pretty. A bunch of aventurine here. And this is just a pendant. It is gorgeous with the golds and the silvers. It actually has gold and silver in it, of course. There's the silver. There's the gold. Let me bring this out some. You can see it. Isn't that pretty? Just lovely. And this has a bracelet that goes with it. And it also has the clasp. I like these. These are so cool. It has the clasp there. And it has the gold bead here. Just like these. And this set, these go, just the necklace themselves go for about up to $25-$30 on the internet. So for both of these I'd say $22. I just think it's gorgeous. Not pretty. And this is, bracelet size is, I had it on, it was right at 8 inches. And then the necklace itself, which is gorgeous, is 20, right at 20 at the first little bail there, which is a bead. It's 20 up to here, and then you've got probably about 3.5 inches. So it's about 24 inches total. It's beautiful. I put it on, it felt so good. It's nice and cold. There we go. So that's all as far as the natural stone. Let me show you this glass that I have. It's dichroic glass. It's very pretty. We have a choker collar, and it has like AB. It's beautiful. It's got purples. Look at the glass. It's got a V in the center that's clear, which I thought was very unusual. And this just kind of sits around your neck very lightly. Isn't that pretty? Look at the shine. There's that. And it has earrings that go with it. And they are so pretty. Look at that. So it's got French hook earrings. And they are such a good match. And this set right here is $15. And that's for the dichroic glass, and it's like AB crystal square beads with the pendant, drop pendant. Okay, we've got earrings. There's a pair here. Then there's a pair that has more pink. They're so pretty. Look at those. Those two sets right there are $5 a piece. I just love them. And the rest, this is on a card, and the card says Kathleen Foley, KF Designs. These are so tiny and they are so precious. Can you see those? Oh, those are so pretty. Those are 5. Darling. I'll just leave them on the card. It's a cute idea. Here we have a pendant with a little starburst in the center. Just gorgeous. Look at that. So cute. It's got a nice silver bell. The back, you can tell it's a little bit older. Very pretty. Silver tone. That one's 5. We have a rainbow color with a really nice bell on it. Kind of looks like a piece I had before. Let me see here. It might be sterling, I'm not sure, but we're not going to price it like that. Isn't that pretty? It's got like rainbows. Okay, this one is 5 also. The big one here, which I just dearly love. I think it might be sterling also, but it is gorgeous. Isn't that neat? This big one is 10. Yeah, that's lovely. Then we've got one that's kind of along the same line with the kind of rainbow in it. This actually has its own chain on it. And it's got a nice bell there. And this one is 7. Isn't that pretty? I like the way they shine. Alright, girls and guys and girls, I think we're done with this lot. Then we'll go on to the sterling. Alright, we'll see you here in a little bit.